I'm trying to platinum and 100% my backlog, and we continue with today's game, InFamous First Light. Developed by Sucker Punch and released on August 26, 2014, we've got 6 bronze, 11 silver and 7 gold trophies to get for the platinum. I already have the 3 other platinums in the series, and I've mixed feelings as we dive into First Light. I loved the first 2 games and I enjoyed getting the platinum trophies, but Second Son just did not click with me. It took me 6 years after I first played it to go back and grind out the platinum. First Light is effectively a standalone expansion to Second Son, so I'm going in with some trepidation. The good news is that according to trophy guides, it should be an easy platinum and only take us about 10 hours. We'll be tackling the game in 4 stages, and first we'll be completing the story and picking up the 4 related trophies. In stage 2, we'll complete all the side missions and collectibles across the map, before stage 3, where we'll be entering the arena for 5 different enemy wave style levels. Finishing up with stage 4, we'll clean up any miscellaneous trophies we haven't got yet. We head into the story and are reintroduced to Fetch, who first appeared in Second Son and is currently being detained by the DUP. We flash back to 2 years ago where Fetch and her brother are confronted by the police, and it's time for us to take control. We're introduced to her lightspeed traversal, which is a really satisfying way to get around the city. After losing the cops, we go to steal some money, which will allow us to start a new life with our brother. But there's bad news. We've been beaten to it by some Russians, the cliche video game bad guys. We get our first introduction to some basic combat before getting blown out of the building. Upon getting back to our brother, we find the boat on fire and Brent nowhere to be found. Fetch has a meltdown blaming herself, and that brings the opening mission to a close, and we get our first trophy, Lost. After each major story beat, we gain a new power and return to the present to demonstrate it to Brooke, the DUP director. It opens up a new part of the skill tree and will eventually need to purchase every upgrade for the Unleashed trophy. Returning back to 2 years ago, we meet Shane, who Brent has been working for, and he's a pervy slimeball.
Just make sure you take care of that, alright?
Come on. We made a hell of a team out there on the streets. Imagine what we'd be like in the sack.
Brother,
I wouldn't be surprised if we can't trust him. For now, he helps us search for Brent while also furthering his own interests in taking down the Russians so he can run the drug trade in Seattle. Most of the missions involve going from point A to point B and defeating a group of enemies. After a series of these missions, we find Brent and get betrayed by Shane, who takes Brent hostage in order to force us to work for him.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you.
It triggers another breakdown which closes out this chapter and gets us the trophy Cracked. After our brief return to the present day to demonstrate a new power to Brooke, we're back on the streets of Seattle. Another one of Shane's associates, Jenny, helps us out in identifying police drones to destroy them before Shane can use them to monitor us. Unfortunately for Jenny, Shane finds out and she meets an untimely end. After being forced to keep helping Shane, he lures us to a building where he tries to gas us to death, triggering another meltdown and another return to the present day where we get the trophy Betrayed. There's only 1 story trophy left and we're going after Shane. Once we find his location, we get drugged and have to fight through enemies in this psychedelic sequence which progressively gets trippier and trippier. It culminates in trying to reach and kill this skeleton, which we assume is Shane, but ends up being Brent.
oh no!
With our brother killed by our own hand, we flash forward to the present and Brooke offers us the chance at revenge against Shane to unleash our full power. We f*** up royally and allow Shane to escape his captivity. After making our way through the mountains fighting off DUP soldiers, we finally catch up to Shane to exact our revenge. We roll credits on a simple but enjoyable story playthrough and get the trophy She's Ready. With the story complete, we're going after the 4 trophies for the side missions and collectibles across Seattle. First up are the Lumen races, where we have to chase down these Lumens across the city. There are speed boost neon clouds dotted all around Seattle, which we'll have to hit to keep pace with the Lumens. Each one we collect gives us some additional skill points, which we'll be focusing on our lightspeed skill as it will come in handy later. It's not long before we're on our final Lumen race, and upon catching it, we unlock the trophy Lickety Pronto. Next up, we need to complete all the neon graffiti spots around the city. These simply involve going to the location and using the motion controls to apply the graffiti. It's really simple, but when you have my coordination, it can be a bit awkward. Luckily, there aren't many to do, and we finish up our last one in no time to get the trophy That's So Fetch. We're halfway through stage 2 now, and next up we're hunting the police drones Jenny told us about in the story. We just need to go to each location and hack into the drone's camera feed to work out where it is in order to shoot it down. Another simple side mission if you're coordinated. A couple of times I was left wondering where the hell the drone was, but eventually we get them all, and upon destroying the last one, we pop the trophy Blackout. The final collectible trophy is for the 72 Lumens across Seattle. We need to collect all of them, but these ones are static, unlike in the Lumen races. This is where a fully upgraded lightspeed skill comes in handy, as we can double dash in the air to grab some of the trickier ones. This is your standard video game collectible affair, right up until the last few when we notice something a bit different. Oh look, it's a subscribe button. Upon collecting the last lumen, we pop the trophy Illuminated. We're heading to the arena now and we'll need to complete all 5 arenas with a diamond level score of 500,000 points. There are 2 types of arenas and we'll need to beat 3 survival ones where we just have to keep defeating wave after wave of enemies, and 2 rescue arenas where hostages will appear that we have to rescue before they're killed. We'll also hopefully make a dent on the challenges, which involves getting a specific number of kills or completing tasks, as we'll need to complete all of them for the platinum. We start with the Alpha rescue arena and we have to make sure we don't lose more than 4 hostages. We make a good start building up a decent score multiplier without losing a single hostage. Right, these enemies are coming a bit thicker and faster than before, but more chance to increase our multiplier, I guess. I don't think 500k is going to be too bad based on the number of enemies we're starting to get. We can just keep the hostages alive, which has been pretty... So focused on the hostages, forgot about looking after myself. After an underwhelming first attempt, we get off to a good start and pick up our 100th singularity kill for the trophy Event Horizon, which also completes 25% of the challenges for the Novice trophy. We keep building our score and soon find ourselves on the cusp of the diamond target. If I can get my singularity off, yeah, this will just grab a load of them and I think we'll be good. Oh yeah, there's so many there, this should give us more than enough points. Let's go. Alpha Rescue Diamond. With the first arena down, we invest some more skill points for the harder upcoming arenas and jump into our Alpha Survival run. Without having to worry about hostages this time around, it's not long before we're close to the 500k. Come on, just one more enemy. Where are they all? Here we go. One of these should do it. Boom, Alpha Survival Diamond, nice. We move on to the Beta Survival and Hostage arenas, which give us no trouble. We reach the Platinum score of 250k, which gives us the Professional trophy for completing 50% of the challenges. We get the 500k on the Survival arena, and then proceed to rack up a final score of 3.2 million, which will actually be important later on. We don't quite reach those heights on the Hostage arena, but we do get the Diamond score and the trophy, which leaves us with just 1 arena left. This should be the hardest arena of the 5, and in our opening couple of attempts, we don't even reach 100,000 points. This was after taking a break from playing, so let's just call the first 2 runs warm-ups for now.
Right.
However, we do pick up another miscellaneous trophy for getting our 25th kill using the status and weak point combo, and a few minutes later we get expert for 75% of the challenges being completed. On the 3rd attempt, we're back in the groove and on the verge of the diamond score. Come on, a couple more kills. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to die. Gamma Survival Diamond, done. We keep racking up points and in the process defeat 20 enemies in a row using our homing missiles for the Bada Boom trophy. We need 10 million total points in arenas, so finishing up this one with 3.6 million in the end proves very handy indeed. We only have 9 challenges left, so we jump back into the arena to clean them up. First up, we get our total of 10 million points, which is also its own trophy, top of the class. Shortly after, we overload our 25th turret for turret syndrome, and then jump back into a hostage arena to get a total of 50 hostage saves for great responsibility. That leaves 2 challenges left, and we clean up the first in the arena by getting a total of 10 status and melee finisher kills. The last remaining challenge is to defeat 10 DUP APCs, so we need to jump back to the open world Seattle for those. This is just a case of running around waiting for an APC to spawn and then taking it down. Luckily the spawns are pretty frequent and we get one every 1 to 2 minutes. Upon taking down the 10th APC, we get Perfectionist for completing all the challenges in the game. That last challenge gives us enough skill points for our final skill upgrade, which gives us the Unleashed trophy and ultimately the Platinum. Noble achievement. First Light ended up being a lot more fun than Second Son and was a nice change of pace from the grind I had with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Click here to check out that journey, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.